for pre-need, funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Miss Mary Ann Ham, age 95, of Sylacauga, died Wednesday at Coosa Valley Nursing Home. Funeral service will be held Monday, November 6 at 11 a.m. from St. Jude Catholic Church. Burial in the Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. Visitation on Monday at the church from 10 until 11 a.m. In lieu of flowers, the family request donations be made to the St. Jude Catholic Church. Online memorials at curtisondsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing that service. You might remember the Ham family. They had the drugstore here in Sylacauga for a number of years, and I grew up with Ted Jr. Of the Ham family, and this is his mom that passed away, Ms. Mary Ann Ham, age 95, of Sylacauga. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, will direct that service. Mr. Charles Jones, age 53, of Weguffka, died at his residence on Thursday. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing the arrangements for Mr. Charles Jones, age 53, of Weguffka. Funeral service for Edna Hickman, age 87, of Sylacauga, is today at First United Methodist Church in Sylacauga at 2 p.m. The Reverends James Haskins, Byron White, and Todd Henderson officiating. Graveside service to follow in Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. Visitation prior to the service at the church beginning at 1 p.m. In lieu of flowers, memorial contribution can be made to the First United Methodist Church in Sylacauga. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. And memorial service for Jeannie Hebson Davis, age 63, of Sylacauga, will be Saturday at noon from Curtis & Son North. Mrs. Davis passed away October 30th at Shelby Baptist Medical Center. In lieu of flowers, donations can be made to the American Heart Association. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Nancy Carlisle Norrid, age 69, died October 30th. Funeral service today at 1 o'clock from Stockdale Baptist Church in Talladega, with burial in the adjoining cemetery. The family receiving friends 1 hour prior to the service at the church. Ursery Funeral Home, Talladega, directing. Graveside service for Mr. William Billy Story, age 88, is today at 11 a.m. from Bethlehem New Salem Church, with the Reverend Tom Drake officiating. Veterans honors provided by the Alexander City Veterans Honor Guard. Mr. Story died October 31st at Russell Medical Center. He was a proud veteran of the U.S. Army. In lieu of flowers, the family requests memorial contribution be made in his name to the Bill Nichols Veterans Home or to a charity of one's choice. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at raddyfuneralhome.com. Raddy Funeral Home directing. Celebration of life for Michael Swain, age 59, will be 11 o'clock this morning at Bethel Baptist Church, with interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Yvonne May Cook, age 96, died Tuesday, October 31st at Shelby Ridge Nursing Home and Rehab in Alabaster. Funeral arrangements to be announced by Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga. Funeral service for Horace Brummitt will be 1 o'clock Saturday at Pleasant Ridge Missionary Baptist Church in Dadeville. Burial to follow in the Brummitt Cemetery in Camp Hill. Wright's Funeral Home directing. Memorial service for Kenneth Wayne Hill Sr., age 68, is Saturday at 4 p.m. from the chapel of Raddy Funeral Home. Pastor Dick Stark officiating. The family receiving friends 3 to 4 at the funeral home on Saturday. Mr. Hill died November 2nd at Russell Medical Center. He was a veteran of the military service. He was an Army veteran. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at raddyfuneralhome.com. Raddy Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for James Arthur Orr, age 73, is Saturday at 1 o'clock from Free Will Church of God in Christ in Pell City. Interment to follow in the Pine Grove Cemetery in Lincoln. The family will receive friends at the church from noon until 1 o'clock. And Mr. Orr died Tuesday, October 31st. He was a deacon for over 30 years at the Free Will Church of God in Christ. He served his country as a member of the U.S. Army, where he served in Vietnam. Kilgore Funeral Home, Pell City, directing. Funeral service for Mr. James A. Marbury, age 63, will be Saturday at Enon Missionary Baptist Church in Childersburg at 2 p.m. The Reverend Pearson McGee officiating. Burial in the Lily Roden Cemetery of Childersburg. Visitation today, noon until 8 at the funeral home. Mr. Marbury died October 28th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Online condolences at communityfuneralhome.org. Community Funeral Home Sylacauga directing. James Ricky Hollis, age 56 of Talladega, died October 30th at Brookwood Medical Center. Funeral service 3:30 today at Ursery Funeral Home in Talladega. The family will received friends last night. Online condolences at urseryfuneralhome.com. Ursery Funeral Home directing that service. Celebration of life for Robert Cornelius Garrett, age 77, is 1 o'clock Saturday at St. Campbell Baptist Church with interment in the church cemetery. The body will lie in state at the church 1 hour prior to the service. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Eric Lee Gaither, age 45, died October 31st. Visitation this evening 6 until 8 at Talladega Funeral Home, with a service following Saturday at noon in the chapel of Talladega Funeral Home. Interment in the Pleasant Grove Baptist Church Cemetery. Dr. Clyde Pettis will officiate the service. Talladega Funeral Home directing. Gerline Baby Lou Beavers, age 78, died Wednesday. Homegoing celebration will be 1 o'clock Saturday at Rocky Zion Baptist Church with Pastor William Robinson officiating. Interment in the Rocky Zion Cemetery. Gerline will lie in state 1 hour prior to the service at the church. And visitation will be tonight 6 till 8 at the funeral home as well. Christian Memorial Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Ermalou Glenn, age 94 of Alexander City, is today at 11 a.m. from our Memorial Chapel in Alexander City, with burial in the New Elam No. 1 Baptist Church Cemetery. Final arrangements entrusted to Armour's Memorial Funeral Home. These obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.